What comes to mind when you consider the differences between the rich and the poor? Their home's lot size, the vehicle they drive, and of course, their bank balance. These are all rational responses. The ability to manage money effectively, however, is what really makes these groups of people distinct from one another. And in this video, I'll reveal 7 money saving tips that only 1% of people are aware of, so that you can begin managing your own money more skillfully. But before we get deeper, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. So, without further ado, let's get started. Most people will tell you that handling their finances is a chore that they would prefer to avoid if you just ask them. And regrettably, some people completely ignore financial management, but that is a subject for a different video. The majority of people, from keeping track of their savings to remembering to pay their electric bills, drudge through managing their finances. Contrary to popular belief, the wealthy typically spend far less time managing their money than the average person, allowing them to concentrate on activities that will only serve to increase their wealth. So how do the wealthy make managing money an easy task? Here are the 7 tips for getting organized. Number 1. Open up the right accounts. Opening the appropriate accounts is the first step in creating an automated financial management process. Even though the majority of people only have one checking and one savings account, this isn't the best approach if you want to make managing your money as simple as possible. You see, you'll have to start moving money around every month if you only have 1 or 2 accounts open. Moreover, this may be a hassle. Instead, you should create several accounts, each of which should serve a different objective. What accounts ought you open then? In addition to the typical checking and savings account, to cover all of your financial bases, you should open an emergency fund and an investment account. Number 2. Set up automated deductions. In the United States, 82% of workers are paid via direct deposit. If you make up this majority, then you can leverage the power of automated deductions. One of the best things I have ever done for my finances was setting up automated deductions for my pay with my employer. Using automated deductions allows you to pinpoint exactly how much money you want to save and invest. As long as you set up the deduction percentage properly, you can rest assured that you'll be putting the correct amount of money into their respective accounts every single month. Using automated deductions removes the need to constantly think about your finances, and in my case, allows me to focus on other important things like improving my skills. Number 3. Automate bill and credit card payments. There are 2 ways you can set up automated bill and credit card payments now. The first is to have creditors automatically draw the bill balance every month from either your checking or savings account. The second option is to open up a bank account specifically for bills. This approach has both pros and cons. The advantage of this strategy is that because the account has been created specifically for this kind of expense, it makes reviewing your bills monthly easier. The drawback is that you run the chance of going into overdraft and paying bank fees. Therefore, as you can see, your bank will cover the withdrawal amount and then impose a fee on you if the creditor attempts to withdraw payment and you do not have sufficient funds in that account. Since a sizable portion of your free money will be in your savings account, this is probably not going to happen when the deduction is made from there. However, this does not imply that you should disregard the risk reduction benefits of using a bill payment account. Number 4. Leverage expense tracking. I strongly believe that keeping track of your spending makes you a more frugal consumer. There are many apps available though that can track all of your expenses with no work on your part. For instance, you can connect your debit and credit cards through the app to view real-time changes to your spending balances and bank accounts. Security and unrelated spending are the only 2 concerns when using the automated tracking software. Finance apps are susceptible to hacking and information theft, just like all other forms of technology. You should be aware that there is some risk of your personal information being stolen even though apps like Mint have a great track record for keeping your information secure. Remembering to keep track of your unrelated purchases is the second cautionary note for using this money management strategy. Number 5. Monitor your credit. Keeping tabs on your ins and outs is a crucial part of managing your finances. Your credit, however, is yet another crucial factor. Most people think of getting a mortgage when they think of credit. Without a doubt, credit has a significant impact on the home buying process. Having bad credit can limit your ability to obtain a mortgage, but it can also impact your housing situation. Most landlords run credit checks on their tenants, and not having good credit may mean getting refused for the property you want to lease. If you have a poor history of repayment, you may find yourself without a phone. Having bad credit can also hurt your ability to make money. Employers are increasingly running credit checks on prospective employees. When you have good credit, you can usually get the best interest rates on loans. If you can only get loans with inflated interest rates, then you will have to give up another way to increase your income. How can you then avoid these credit pitfalls and vigilantly monitor your credit? Services like Credit Karma, however, let you monitor your credit as well as offer advice on how to improve it and, in some cases, actively work to dispute any incorrect entries on your credit report. Additionally, many credit services have their apps, which are beneficial for some factors. The obvious advantage of having a credit score app is that you can check the status of your credit. But as an added benefit, it will also keep the idea of financial credit in the forefront of your mind. Therefore, you should resist the temptation to use your credit card excessively and raise your credit utilization ratio, which harms your credit score. Doing so will help you avoid the awful circumstances I just described. Number 6. Eliminate automated spending. Many of us are working to automate as much of our finances as we can, but one area where this process falls short is automated spending. For instance, it would be wise to evaluate this expense monthly if you have an automated payment set up for your gym membership, but can't recall the last time you lifted weights. Set their payments to manual and check them every month. Number 7. Outsource tax help. Tax is the second worst financial term after budget that almost everyone dreads hearing. Tax payment is not only an expensive process. If you let it, it can also be an administrative hassle. I firmly believe that outsourcing your tax filing responsibilities is worthwhile financially for two reasons in particular. First off, hiring a tax expert can save you hours spent trying to figure out which forms to complete and what supporting evidence you'll need for your claim. Additionally, qualified tax experts have the experience and knowledge to maximize your return. Even though I understand taxes, I hired tax experts to find ways to minimize my taxable income and increase my return. And although I was hesitant to pay for tax assistance, at first I was able to easily recoup the cost thanks to the additional tax savings the person was able to find. Therefore, outsourcing will save you the hassle of dealing with taxes in addition to ensuring that you submit an accurate and complete tax return. And I believe you would all like to stay away from that. And that's it for this video. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you next time.